Hi class, how's it going? Eddie Cooney here, and I'm here to talk about my internship summary for the semester, which has been with Sponsor United. Now, just an overview of Sponsor United. Sponsor United is a sponsorship platform that finds, tracks, measures, and facilitates all sports or sales in sports and entertainment partnership deals. This is putting all of those sponsorships together and putting them on their platform. So, for example, if you wanted to look at something for the New York Yankees, that'd be able to list all of the sponsorships that they have and where those sponsorships are located within the building. So let's say U.S. Bank has a sponsorship within the lower bowl behind home plate. Or let's say that Budweiser has a sign on the actual Jumbotron that they have. It's certain things like that, and it's a really cool platform where you'd be able to look at anything if you're one of the sports leaders in sponsorship. So my roles and duties entailed as at the beginning of the semester, I had to go through a pretty vigorous training program where we had to learn everything about sponsorship. And this could go anywhere from any type of sport, any type of platform, such as digital websites, venues, and social media, things of that nature. And then on top of that, we'd have to go around and we'd get assigned things every week. So I would have assignments for I'm going to be going to a SLU basketball game on Tuesday. So I'd be doing things for that. This week I had to do some digital or a digital venue for the Kansas City Mavericks and things of that nature. So I'd have to take pictures or screenshots since I'm on a digital platform this week. And I would have to go about actually being able to screenshot those, upload them to our website, make sure I give them the right sponsorship. And then at the week's end, I meet up with my market manager, Casey, in this case. And I would have to go about actually figuring out what I did right, what I did wrong, and then see what I need to work on from there. So my goals for the internship, I actually went into it with a clear mindset, and I didn't really know what I wanted out of the internship. I've done things with the St. Louis Cardinals. I've done things with the Alton River Dragons. I've done things with UMSL Athletics, and this was new to me. So it was something that I wanted to learn, but I didn't really have any set expectations for. So my job was to learn as much as I can and see really if this is something I want to do in the future. And I realized after this internship that out of the internships and jobs I've had in sports, this is the best internship I've ever had. Casey, who's my market lead, awesome. Always made sure to give me assignments that wanted to work around my schedule. He always made sure that I was put first. I know like a lot about basketball, and I wanted to learn more about basketball or try to get something with basketball involved. So he'd give me a ton of virtual venues for basketball. I'm going to the SLU basketball game. So he's always thinking of me first. And with other internships, you always want to make sure that there's always a crowd around you. So you have to worry about the crowd and kind of put more detail into that. Where as this is a little more laid back, and we're able to worry about what the person who's actually doing the internship wants. So you have a lot of power in this internship, but you also get to set your own schedule, which is a cool part. So you get a set assignment, and if you want to record it, if it's on TV, I have the ability to DVR it, so I'd be able to record it or be able to catch that actual game the night it's actually being played. But I have to get those assignments in within a week's time. So you have a lot of flexibility with that as well. I learned a lot from being able to differentiate sponsorships and where they are. Just being able to actually figure out what a sponsorship really is and what you need to put into it. And there's so many different types of sponsorships that I wouldn't have necessarily known. There are different types of sponsorships for billboards. There are different types of sponsorships for just like inner bowl or mid bowl or so many different things. And mid bowl meaning like the 3D banners that go around the stadium. And it's like little things that I never thought really made too much sense, but actually having this job, you see so much going on. And now when I ever go to a sporting event, I always look at all the sponsorships and I'm like, oh, this is that, this is that. And I never had that. But because of this internship, I'm a little more curious about sports. And it's something that's really big to me. Some of the biggest takeaways I've had, this is something that I could see myself doing for a very long time. This is something that I really want to do in the future. It's something where sports was starting to, I was just, because I'm a senior, I'm starting to get senioritis and I'm starting to, I don't want to say fade away, but I'm really itching to get out of college. And something like this, and to the point where I was potentially even thinking about not taking a sports job, just like getting out. But because of this internship, I was able to kind of get that love back. This is something that I want to do. This is something that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life. just growing with this company, because this company is starting to grow from the ground up, and now they're having their own sponsorships within Brooklyn Nets games. And you see Kevin Durant shooting a shot, and then you see the Sponsor United logo right behind it. It's like, it's so crazy how fast this company is growing and how much of a niche there is for this. So it's awesome that it's going this way, and I feel like this is something that's just going to keep moving and keep moving. Uh, Growths for my personality in my sports management career. Again, I feel like I've gotten that love back. I just feel like this is something I love, taking up assignments for Sponsor United. I've always taken any challenge that was given to me. I've gotten a little more confident in my ability to actually go about finding these sponsorships, and to the point where I just want to keep taking as much as I can. I'm not even interested in basketball necessarily anymore. I want to learn about everything. So baseball, soccer, I went around St. Louis and took pictures of billboards. So there's always a niche for that too. So it's like there's so much that I just wanted to do because I love the job that I'm doing. So I thought that was the best part about it. And I feel like it's such a good thing with the flexibility, especially on top of it. What would I tell my younger self about this as well? I tell my younger self to keep an open mindset, because I went into this, and after the training, even though the training was very harsh in the fact that it just took a pretty long time, uh, it was something where I wanted to just say, keep an open mindset. Make sure to stay on top of your game, because you're not done with this internship yet. A month into it, I didn't know if I'd like it because of how much training there was to it, but that prepared me for so much in going into this job. So I love every moment of it thus far. I thank the training for being there, because I wouldn't have learned as much as I did without it. But also, just make sure to take every challenge that comes your way, because there's so much that's going to be there, and you want to make sure to take every part of it, because that'll make you grow more as a leader and make sure you grow more just as a professional in general as well. Incoming students, if you're looking for an internship where, if you have a full-time job, I've had a full-time job while taking an internship up, and I was burnt out after a while. I'm doing a full-time job now because I feel like this is something that I can do with this. Sponsor United is the best internship in my opinion. I've done internships with UMSL Athletics. I've done internships with the St. Louis Cardinals. I've done internships with the Alton River Dragons, and all of those taught me something very important within the sports industry. But if you're looking for more flexibility and making sure that you have a good internship to gradually bring you into the sports world and try to figure out what you want to do, this is the best internship for you. I cannot stress that more. I think Sponsor United is brilliant. They have a great training program. They have a great way of having you perform this internship. And I feel like without this internship, I wouldn't have that love for sports like I do right now. Advice for current sports management students. Again, if you're looking for flexibility, if you're trying to juggle so many things at once, because sports management tends to do that, I completely understand it. And juggling so many things at once can burn you out. This is a great internship for you. The flexibility, the camaraderie, being able to actually engage with professionals in this industry. You have a meeting every week, so you're able to pick someone's brain and learn so much from that. So I think this is a great for any incoming or current sports management students. And then with the sports management program and its courses, there are going to be meetings every day. There are going to be assignments every week, to the point where you may think, oh, this is a lot, but you're learning something every time you take one of those assignments. Every lecture that you're recording, like I am now, every podcast that you listen to teaches you something different. It teaches you to keep moving forward. It teaches you to become a leader. It teaches you how you should be a professional. It teaches you skills and qualities that you never knew you needed. Like, I didn't know I needed this. Well, this is teaching you a ton about actually being able to grow and just making sure that you are ready for the sports world. So every assignment that you do, every professional that you talk to, and every guest speaker that you listen to, every volunteer opportunity, it's all worth it, and it will help develop you into the professional that you deserve to be within this program. And we always look at it as, you have the power to be your own leader, your own professional. Make sure to take the reins and do it, and you'll be able to become as confident as I feel I am right now, and as big of a professional as some of the people that have come out of this program are now. In conclusion, Sponsor United and the UMSL Sports Management Program have changed my life for the better. I feel like Sponsor United has given me that drive and that love again for sports, while the UMSL Sports Management program has basically found that love for me. Yes, I got lost in it because I'm just wanting to get out of school, but at the same time, I feel like with this program, Sponsor United has given me that love again while UMSL's there to support it. So I couldn't thank either of the programs more than I can, and I hope that I can work something out with Sponsor United for the future to where I can work there and be a professional for them, because I want to be a leader and make sure to help grow this company even more than it already has. So that's my take on Sponsor United. Thank you all for your time, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about your internships for this semester and for the future.